Hey, what's up guys? So for today I'm going to show you how to make pasta dough. So here are the list of the ingredients. Keep in mind that this recipe is good for 3 to 4 people. So I recommend you guys to adjust the measurement of the ingredients if you want to make this recipe for yourself only. So to make our pasta dough, we're gonna first sift our flour. So the next step is we're gonna make a well in the center. And we're going to add in our olive oil. Okay, so the next step guys is we're gonna whisk the eggs with the fork and we're gonna slowly add it into our flour mixture one at a time. Once you're done adding in your eggs, we're gonna bring the dough together. First, we're gonna flour our hands and we're gonna knead the dough. If your dough is a little bit too dry, add a little bit of cold water one at a time, then begin to knead. So you have to keep kneading the dough until it doesn't stick to your hands. Okay, once it doesn't stick to your hands, we're gonna let it rest for 30 minutes and we're gonna cover this with cling wrap. After 30 minutes, we're going to flour our working surface and we're going to flour also our rolling pin. Okay, so the next step guys is gonna roll our dough and we're gonna fold it and we're gonna repeat the process until it's easier to roll. Okay, once your dough is easy to roll, you're gonna continue rolling it until it is really thin. Once you're done flattening the dough, your dough should look as really thin as mine. For this one guys, I'm using a Damashiro Japanese Santoku knife, and always remember to sharpen your knife before cutting anything. Okay, before you cut your dough, you have to first flour it so that it doesn't stick together. Okay, so the next step is to cut your pasta depending on what size or shape you want, but for today I'm going for a classic spaghetti cut. After you're done cutting your pasta, you have to flour it so it doesn't stick together. Okay, so we're going to cook our pasta once we're done cooking our pasta sauce. Hey guys, my name is Mark Landabora from Hospitality Management, and for today I'm going to show you how to make spaghetti alla puttanesca and spaghetti carbonara. Okay, here are the list of the ingredients for our bechamel sauce. Okay, so first step is we're going to make our onion piqué. The first step is we're going to heat our milk and add in our onion piqué, and we let this simmer for 5 minutes at a medium heat. Once it's done simmering, we're gonna remove the onions and we're gonna use this for our carbonara sauce later. Okay, so the next step is we're going to add in our butter first before you turn on the heat so that the butter won't burn easily. The next step is we're going to add in our flour to our butter one at a time. After you add in all of your flour, it's time to slowly add in your milk one at a time so that there would be no lumps in your sauce. If you wanna know if your bechamel sauce is nape, if it coats the back of the spoon. The next step is we're gonna season our bechamel sauce with white pepper, and I added cayenne pepper just to add a little kick. So here are the list of our ingredients for our carbonara sauce. So in a pot, we're gonna cook our bacon until it becomes crisp and golden brown. Once your bacon has become golden brown, we're gonna add in our onions, and we're gonna saute it until the onion has become translucent. Once onions has become translucent, we're gonna add in our garlic, and we're gonna saute it until it becomes fragrant. Once garlic has become fragrant, we're gonna slowly add in our all-purpose cream. After you're done adding your all-purpose cream, it's time to gently add in your bechamel sauce, otherwise your sauce might split. The next step is we're gonna add our Parmesan cheese, and it's up to you depending on how much you like cheese in your carbonara. And the next step is we're gonna season to taste with salt and pepper. And we're gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes at a low heat. And it's time to cook our pasta. Cooking time for the pasta is 2 to 4 minutes. Make sure that the water is boiling before you add in your pasta. Okay, once the pasta is ready, we're gonna transfer it into our bowl, and we're gonna save the pasta water for later. This step is optional, but I cooked the pasta with my pasta sauce, and I just added a little bit of the pasta water. Okay, so now we're going to make our spaghetti puttanesca, and here are the list of the ingredients. Okay, so for the first step is we're gonna chiffonade our basil. Okay, in a pan, we're gonna add in our olive oil, and next we're gonna add in our anchovies, and we're gonna let our anchovies melt first. Once anchovies has melted, we're gonna add in our onions, and we're gonna saute it until it becomes fragrant and translucent. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add in our garlic. Once you're done sauteing your onions and garlic, we're now going to add in our olives and capers. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna add in our crushed tomatoes and tomato sauce. And we're gonna mix everything, and we're gonna let this simmer for about 20 minutes at a low heat. Next step is we're gonna season this to taste with freshly cracked black pepper. No need for salt because the anchovies is too salty. This is optional guys, but I added Italian seasoning because it contains thyme, rosemary, basil, and oregano, and it's perfect for this type of sauce. Okay, same as my carbonara, I just cook my pasta with the pasta sauce. Now it's time for the plating, guys. Okay, this is optional, but I added fresh parsley on top just to make it look nice. And this is my pasta carbonara. So this one, guys, is I just added roasted olives. I just placed them at the oven for 5 minutes just to give the pasta a little texture. Now we're gonna sprinkle the rest of our basil and parsley on top. And here is my spaghetti alla puttanesca. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Bye!